last few days since Saturday, I've been out of it and adjusting to this new home dialysis. I just want to give you all an update what we've been going through. It's a challenge. It's painful. But I thank you for all your prayers for Candace and I. And today's, I think it's the best day since Saturday. I'm doing an exchange right now just to let you see what I do. Right now I have to do it 4 times a day. Masks have to be on because when I take off the catheter right here, everybody in the room have to have a mask on when this put in here to start the exchange. That was Candace. So this bag's gonna be filled when we drain. What we did already in the morning, we already put one of this 2,000 milliliter in already. So that's part of the dialysis is already checked. That's sit in there for, if it can go up 3 to 4 hours, then that's what dialyzes your system. The longer it is, not too long. I think you can only have it up to about 8 to 10 hours. So you have to be on a routine thing. After we get this down for a month or something, then we do the different one, which is once a day, which is only at night. It's called a
cycler.
The cycler is a machine about this big. So now I have to. You always have to sanitize everything. So this already is. So you have to put everything in. Okay, now I put my knob in so that way it can turn to drain, flush, and fill, and pin to close the thing later. So the exchange here is very important from the cap that was hanging on my body into now to start the drain. So you have to sanitize every time. Just take a few minutes, a few seconds. I got this down after a day or two in training last week, but the glucose was the thing that wiped me out because I had my glucose level under control for such a long time, and my body went into shock. So now, real quick, I'm sorry. So I sterilized this for at least a minute and a half, 2 minutes.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna go check on the dogs. Doggies, what's going on? What's wrong?
So then sorry. And you see we're in a model home and the dogs are very good guard dogs. So while this is being waited for a minute and a half, 2 minutes, you put the new cap on here, so get it ready for later. So anyway, just back to the thing, the glucose level that's in that bag. I've been doing so good for so long being diabetic and stuff. But not everybody understand the side effect or know and study the side effect of it. So we all learn this as we go. I just hate being a guinea pig, but like I always say, one of us have to do it so the rest don't. But mentally, I'm just drained from being the one. But I don't mind. My life now is a mission to the rest of my life is to keep people be aware and stay healthy. That's my mission now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's other stuff I want to do, and I have lots of goals and dreams left, and I will reach it. And I appreciate that that I'm strong, but my wife also too, because I hate having her go through this with me. But she told me we're gonna do this forever. We're gonna be together forever. And I want to make all her wishes come true.
Can I say something? So I know some people may not like to see all the medical stuff that Tom is doing. Maybe it's too much information for you, but if you don't have diabetes or kidney problems in your family, then you probably never need to worry about this. But if you do, I think it's good for you to see this, because that way it kind of scare you to take care of yourself and let you know what you're in store for if you do let things slip. Because Tom's father and Tom's grandfather
and cousin
had the same thing,
and they didn't take care of him.
All Tom knows is his grandfather died at an early age from diabetes and complication. He don't know more than that. His father,
same thing.
He was doing dialysis. Tom saw all the boxes in the house, but the dad never explained to Tom, or maybe he was ashamed or something, or had too much pride, but he didn't show Tom like all this and share with him like how the pains and the ups and downs. So Tom just kind of glossed it over and go, oh, that'll never happen to me or whatever, and now look. So I think because we don't have children, so we feel like, okay, we gotta share this with people because we don't want them to go through this. Had I known that this was gonna happen or could happen, I would have been more on Tom and not let him eat certain thing and get him to exercise more and stuff. But we gotta deal with what's going on now, and hopefully we can reverse this. I know the medical community says you can't, but you know what? Everything is possible with God. And that's our belief. So go ahead. Sorry I interrupted, but I just want to put that in
right
there.
now it's draining and it's filling up.
Oh, yeah. Wow, it's already got
Yeah, it's only a minute or so, but it's draining from...
Yeah.
Leave it
I
down.
want to show how you measure it. So we put it on here. After it's all done, we measure it and see.
Usually about 20 minutes.
So it's already got 500 milliliters
I usually
in that.
let it drain for 20 minutes to get as much toxin out. So, exactly what Ganna said. I'm sorry that you have to see.
So this works on a gravity system. So that's why we have to put the bag on the floor. You might be wondering, why don't we hang it up here? Because that's what I thought too.
I'm sorry that you have to see all this, and I hope that you're not scared of me.
And when Tom's blood sugars get up and down, he gets very emotional. So you have to excuse him.
I had this under control. I wish they would have told me the side effect. But
Yeah.
I think now it's better today.
Yeah. So he's got to take insulin. He didn't need to take insulin for a while because he was able to do it with his supplements and.
Yeah, I like my discipline, but you can't be disciplined when somebody just joke you.
Yeah, because
like a shock of electric and stuff. That's how my body was for.
Well, the sugar,
for like 2-3 days.
let me tell them, the sugar that's in the solution, if you want to think about it, is like if you had some ice cream and you were diabetic, instead of eating it, just like injecting it right into your veins. So that's like, it's a big impact on his blood sugar. So he has to counteract that by doing insulin or, you know, eating no carbs, eating nothing that can turn into glucose, which, you know, is virtually impossible.
I'm gonna get through
all the
this.
time.
I'm gonna get through this. Candace and I, we're gonna get through this.
Yeah.
And we hope that you always love us, be on our side. That's all we ask. And you'll see, I did it before and I'll do it again.
Mm-hmm.
I was in such pain. That's why I thought I was gonna give up, because I didn't want my wife to go through this with me. But I understand the love she had for me.
Yeah, it's hard when he's not feeling good, you know, and he had, did you tell him about the pain in your foot? You know, I mean, I know on Facebook he's posted something that he was in excruciating pain, but, which foot is it? Yeah, this foot was hurting so bad, he said it was like getting electric shock, and not a mild electric shock, I mean, like, he would, like,
Maybe 5
clench
seconds.
up in pain, and I told him, well, you've been in fights before, you had your nose broken, you play football, this pain should be, you know, nothing to you. And he said, what did you say?
Those football and fights are nothing compared to this pain.
Yeah.
I'd rather get punched than this.
And at least it's over, but your pain kept on coming every 5 seconds, and now it's like, what, once every...
Just check, do your checkup, guys. And whatever, you know, when we try something, I know I've been blasting Facebook and stuff, but I told you, if you don't like, delete us, because I am so focused on a mission for other people not to go through this.
Yeah, if you're not...
Right now, Candace and I are able to, but there's a lot of people out there that can't do this, can't do what Candace doing.
Yeah, I don't know how many times you said you want to give up, and I told you, you can't. This is the first day. You know, the first day he was like in such pain. He's like, I can't do this. And I'm like, it's temporary, you know, and I didn't know. I don't know how long it's going to last, but I really believe it's going to be temporary.
I just want to say thanks to some of the friends that call. A lot of you have turned to, not just turn, you are my family. You are our family. I needed to hear your voice. I hate you seeing me like this. But I'll get back. I'll be back to the Tom that everybody laughed with.
Well, you need to call some people back, because you were getting tired of talking after a while.
I was so much pain that I get knocked out so many times. Oh, I say, maybe some of you know what I'm going through, and if you don't hesitate to call and ask us, because we don't mind sharing our experience and our story and our disgusting stuff. We don't mind if you don't have to go through this. If I'm not up or something, Candace will be. She have the rights and everything to say, do anything for me.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we can take the mask off now, right? Because you changed it.
I just want to let you know that we always love you, and we say thank you for all your prayers, and keep us in your hearts. I will get back. I'll be back strong. I will fight this just like 2 months ago when I figure out how to deal with dialysis and not be like the regular patient. So I'm going to continue with that. So just be aware, guys. Just be aware, okay? God bless.